What's going on, guys? It's DJ Kraz. This is my new song with Binyamin. It's called In Your Eyes. It's a song about his daughter, and I decided to do a breakdown video. Let's get started. So the first synth is a simple sine wave. I made it in Serum. Here, let's open up Serum over here. 1 second. Here we go. Okay. So there's a little bit of delay, reverb, pretty simple. I start off with pretty much just a sine wave and a sub oscillator and a simple attack just to give it some edge. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the simple lead in the beginning. I actually had to process these two tracks differently, the bass of the lead and the top lead differently, because the bass was having way too much rumble. So I actually had to process this, check it out over here, differently. So that's why it's on two separate tracks. Okay, moving on. Let's see what else we got. Okay, the bass. So the bass is also pretty simple, literally just a sub oscillator in Serum. I think with the same attack as, pretty much the same attack as the original lead that I showed you a second ago. And then we got some piano over here. Also just a pretty simple, just, straight chords. Okay, a little chord over there, but pretty simple. Let's see, we got the bass. Okay, moving on. The foundation of the song is pretty much the guitar. This guitar lead, but then we have a bunch of other guitars as well. I love this song. Oh, it's so good. This guitar is so good. I love this guitar. This is pretty much the foundation of the song. We'll add in those vocals. We'll go over the processing of the vocals soon, so you guys can see how I process those vocals, and we'll turn on those drums, turn on everything. Okay, let's move on to What should we move on to? Oh, these are so cool. Okay. Yeah, so I pretty much processed these vocals, just pretty much pitched up with a lot of reverb as like a answer to each part. So check this out. So you hear that? I love that. And then that's funny. The reason why everything is named shells is because I have a preset with just like EQ compression, like a pretty standard starting point. So I named the shells best because Shell and Benstein was recording when I made that preset. Okay, anyways, that's random. Moving on, let's turn on the drums. I had a lot of fun with these drums. This was really fun drum design. This I had a lot of fun making. I loved making these drums. These were really fun to make. Yeah, let's turn on everything else. What else we got over here? What do we got? Yeah, that's pretty much the high part for the second half. Actually, even though it's really mellow, but it is the high part for the second half. Okay, this is really cool. Because the song's about his daughter, we decided to put kids in the background over here, and I love this. This is like such a nostalgic part of the song. I pretty much put a like pre-send reverb on it to give it that texture, and I just love how this came out. I did a high pass and a low cut, and I love this. It sounds so good. Listen to it in context. Oh, yum! That is so good. I love this part. What else we got? Okay, this is really cool. I decided to leave this in the project, but I never used it because it was really cool. I pretty much sampled my voice and I made a melody out of it. Here, check this out. I made a really cool melody out of a sampled like one note from my voice. Check this out. In your eyes. But obviously this never made it to the song. Okay, moving on. So the second part of the song is pretty much very guitar foundationed, if that makes sense. The foundation of the song is by a lot of guitars. This isn't the only set of guitars that we have. We got a bunch of guitars playing, but you'll see that soon. I love this part. The drums come in. The whole song is just it. The whole song just becomes this exciting vibe. And we'll solo the bass and the guitar for you to hear that. This is where the bass, I processed it much more thicker. And we got the compressor, just a little bit of EQ. I believe they put it up in volume, and we got some, just some simple Nick Romero sidechain. Okay, moving on to the drums. The drums are actually from Drummer Logic, but then I bounced it to MIDI, and then I started doing my own design with the drums. But the foundation of it was pretty much from Drummer, which I love. I love Drummer in Logic. It's such an underrated plugin. I love that triple kick right there. Ba bum bum. I love that. What else we got? Should I show you how I process the vocals now? Okay, let's move on to the vocals, the vocal processing. Okay, 1 second, here we go. So, I process the vocals in 2 ways. One on the main track, and then I also processed it on the bus over here. So I'll show you how I did each one in a second. Okay, so we start off with a simple EQ low cut, and then we got this plugin called Virtual Mic. It's by Slate Digital. It pretty much emulates really expensive mics. It's a really cool plugin. It comes with a mic. Okay, we got pitch correction, a little bit of just compression over here, a tiny bit. Then the main compression is on this MV2, which is a upward and downwards compressor. I love it. Highly recommend getting it. It's by Waves. It's a really simple compressor. That's why I also like it. We got a stereo width just to give it some extra thickness. What else we got? So linear EQ, another linear EQ. Just reverb, some delay, and then saturation. I love to always use reverb, delay, and saturation as a bus. I just find it better. For sure, reverb and delay, I think that's a basic. Okay, moving on. On the bus, we got CLA3A, great compressor. I love this compressor. It's a beast. Another linear EQ with a cut. De-esser, obviously. A nice de-esser over there. How else did I process this vocal? This is a great plugin called the Mag EQ4. It adds such brightness and air to a vocal. Highly recommend getting this plugin. The Mag EQ4. That's amazing. A little bit of saturation. It's a new plugin by Waves. What else we got? Soothe 2, which is a beast. I only recently bought it. I wanted to buy this for so long. Such a good plugin for taming harsh frequencies. And then we have a vocal writer, just to keep it within volume. And then what else do we have? We have ozone imager, thickening up the vocal once again. I need a lot of thickness on this vocal. I think this is a dynamic EQ. Let me check. Yeah, that's a dynamic EQ. Again, just taming those harsh frequencies on the top. What's here? Gain, not sure why I did that. Okay. Some fresh air, and then 2 more buses with saturation and a different delay. I think that was a different timing. So yeah, this is pretty much all that in context. Okay, moving on to the harmonies. This is funny. I have a funny story for you. Okay, so I'll get there in a second. Hold on. Let's listen to the first harmony. I actually did it myself. Mistakes in the past. So it sounds horrible, but it works in context. On this vocal, I said the wrong lyric. I didn't even hear what he said. We did a studio session, and I thought he said a bottle of like light. So I just said a bottle of life, but it was bottle of lightning. Don't ask. I completely messed it up, but it works. You couldn't even hear. So I'm like bottle of life, but it's a bottle of lightning. And then I thought at one point I thought it was a bottle of wine. I was so confused. I'm like, Binyamin, what did you say? Your words don't need no refining. Your heart's like a bottle of wine. So it's lightning. I thought it was wine and it sounds similar. Okay. Anyways, moving on. What else do we got over here? Scroll up. This is the bridge. Where I wanna be. Yeah, just simple piano. I think that's pretty much it. Everything else is pretty much just a copy of what I did beforehand. We actually have one extra set of guitars, but I think we're going to call it a day for now. Guys, thank you so much for listening and watching this breakdown. And I'll see you guys in the next video, hopefully, if I do another breakdown. Thank you so much for watching.